But as you can see, she's back. All right, you too. Murtacus back here. Got the E46. Just went to the shop, just did front brakes on it. I'll be posting that video. Take a nice look. And it's all its glory. Silver. Yeah, but it's been a while since I've made a video on this car. Had a lot of issues with it, but we have gotten better with it. So let's back up out of here. Just lock the door. I need to go grab power steering fluid. It's whining because I think it's low on fluid. Gotta test out the brakes. Turn the heat off. But yeah, she's back on the road, guys. I'm so excited. It's been such a long time. Been driving my Prius, doing roadside jobs. If you haven't checked that out, go check that out. But finally got my fun car. Did a big job on it. Hard coolant lines. If you don't know what that is, it's a pretty common failure point on these E46s. But I had to take the manifold off. I replaced so much stuff, and it still needs some stuff replaced. But right now I'm happy with it. I had a very bad intake leak, so it was misfiring really bad. I thought I was like so close to like, oh my gosh, I'm going to CarMax, I'm just gonna sell. I was still running and driving, but had a really nasty air leak due to myself over torquing the intake manifold. I don't know why I did that, but it was like something that could have been, you know, like avoided. I just didn't know. I don't know why. But as you can see, she's back. This thing whips. Oh yeah, and the brakes are good now, finally. A lot better. I gotta do the rotors, but I'm happy with the new brake pads. When I would like slam on the brakes, it would like violently shake. I think the pads were just getting really, like, I don't know if they're bad quality or old or something, but something was off for sure. But now we got better brakes. I got nice tires on this car. Let me rip it right here. I mean, this M52, no, like it puts in work. It puts in work. Oh my gosh. Old German cars are just like, something about them, I don't know what it is, but I really like old German cars for some reason. I've had SLK, I had a 05 S-Class, I've had an E90. That one was a lot more modern compared to this one. What else did I have? I had a G35, that was insane. But I'll have to do a video on all the cars I've owned and like talk about pros and cons of each one. But the E46 is just, I mean, I wish it was manual, but even the auto is like fun to drive. It's a daily driver for me. It was just down a lot. But I mean, we're beaming. BMWs are just like really like awesome when they're working. When they're not working, it's a pain in the butt. Luckily this one doesn't have turbos. I've seen like people like diagnosing turbo problems is like probably like not fun. But diagnosing NA like inline sixes are it's not that bad. I don't think it's that bad. But these cars are really sought after, and I see why. I mean, you can kind of just like abuse them and they just keep going. They're little tanks, and you get that German feeling when you drive one of these. Like if you drive JDM cars, they just feel different compared to this. Get another nice little pull. That nice inline-6. And the other thing is the car is so smooth, like 0 to 60, and it keeps pulling all the way to like above that. I mean, this was made for the Autobahn, but I mean it feels really good pulling and just going. But the only thing I have to complain about is the gas prices. I think they're almost like $5 for premium, which is kind of insane to be spending on a 20-year-old BMW. If I'm paying $5 premium, I want my Huracan, or like I want something fast. That's the only thing I'd say that's like kind of sucks about this. I'm gonna go get gas. But other than that, it's pretty calm. Actually, there's no way I'm making that left. I'll just get gas somewhere else. But yeah, it's kind of like rush hour right now. What time is it? 3:32, yeah. So DC traffic, it's gonna be insane. I got 90 miles, so I'll be okay. But let me see the range. Yeah, as you can see on the dash, it has like a couple stuff like range, miles per gallon, time, temperature. But it's been super awesome. When this thing is working, it's such a fun car to drive. But when it's not working, it's like, if you don't know what you're doing, I didn't really know this platform too well. Once you own like a German, like old German car, or any kind of car that's 20 years old, you're gonna know like what goes bad on these cars. What I'm finding as I keep getting different project cars and driving different cars, like they all have their weird little, you know, quirks and features, as Doug DeMuro would say. But you know, once you nail everything down, I mean, especially this platform, this one's solid. I'm on the Facebook group. I see people like 300k miles. Like really no problem, as long as you're keeping up with the oil changes and, you know, spark plugs. These things go for a long time. And I believe it's timing chain on the E46. And luckily it's not like the Audis where you have to take off the whole bumper to redo it. They're like really strong on this car for some reason. Like there are really not that many issues that I see people commenting on Facebook. But like I was saying, like at least in my state, I really like this one just because I can register it as historic in my state. I'm in Maryland, and that cuts registration costs, as well as like there's no inspection and no emission. So theoretically I could like straight pipe this and like do like all kinds of stuff to it, but kind of like an OEM plus kind of guy, I'm not gonna rice this out. I'm just gonna enjoy it the way you know, how it was made from the factory. But the suspension on this car has been really good. The interior's decent, a lot better than what I've seen on Facebook. I've seen a lot of clapped out E46s. The only problem with this car, it smells like smoke. So I probably got to come in here and just wipe everything down. It needs like a really nice detail, but this car smells like cigarettes. who like the person before me was a heavy smoker, so. And that's the other interesting thing. The past ownership on this car is kind of crazy. There's almost no rust on the frame, thankfully. So that's why I really like this car. I mean, this car has a lot of life left, and I know how to work on it, and it's decently quick. I mean, even for today's standard, I know there's like plaids and stuff, but not everybody has a plaid. But for like normal everyday commuter, I mean, this thing's pretty quick. It's nimble. It's very nimble, and it's fun to drive. I mean, even in the automatic, I know, don't give me hate, but I got this car for such a good deal. I was like, you know what, clean title. I mean, that's the other thing. It's so hard to find these cars in like decent shape now. 20 plus years, same with the 350Z, G35. Just any car that's 20 years old, it's really hard to find clean. But this one's like really fun to drive. But it idles pretty good. Engine mounts are decent. Everything's pretty decent suspension wise, all that stuff. Compared to my Prius, it's that one needs a lot of love. But this car definitely had like a coolant leak, which had to be addressed, because that's the only problem with these cars. You don't want to have them overheat. But that's pretty much it, guys. I'm stuck in traffic. Maybe I'll get some clips of me on the highway. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe. Catch you on the next one. Murtacus out. Peace.